Welcome to my second episode of Aviation News. In this episode, I will be talking about Elon Musk's remarks about the F-35 and how he thinks that kamikaze drones and drones in general are more efficient and cheaper than manned fighter jets for warfare. On Elon Musk's social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, he posted multiple tweets criticizing the F-35 and manned fighter jets in general in favor of unmanned aircraft, and more specifically FPV drones. Criticizing the Joint Strike Fighter F-35 program seems to be a common thing that the Republican Party has done for quite some time due to the very large amount of money that was spent on the program.
You look at the F-35 program, with the money, the hundreds of billions of dollars, and it's out of control.
In one of Elon Musk's tweets, he insulted manned fighter jets and attached a video of a large-scale drone air show, most likely conveying that a large amount of drones is much more efficient and cheaper in terms of killing enemy soldiers. So is this criticism valid? Well, first, it's important to note that fighter jets are used for entirely different missions than FPV drones. Fighter jets are usually used to take out vehicular targets with great speed, range, maneuverability, altitude, and more. Kamikaze drones are meant to be used once to kamikaze into one soldier. A kamikaze drone is essentially just a controllable bomb, while a fighter jet is infinitely more capable, which is why they are so much more expensive. The idea of a controllable explosive is nothing new to warfare, making the kamikaze drone nothing close to revolutionary. There are different types of FPV drones, and the kamikaze drone is only one of them. Certain FPV drones can drop bombs instead of kamikazing, and others have guns on them. The remote pilot of an FPV drone's life is not endangered, which is one of the few advantages that FPV drones have over manned fighter jets. Another advantage is that an FPV drone costs only a few $100s, which is very cheap when it comes to warfare. Kamikaze drones and bomb-dropping drones need to fly all the way to enemy soldiers with their low top speed to cause destruction. Bullets travel relatively instantly on the battlefield, making FPV drones nothing special. It is difficult to aim a gun that is on an FPV drone. One thing that Elon Musk seems to not understand is that fighter jets nowadays launch long-range missiles from afar more than they go into close combat. Fighter jets are really just used for their range, speed, and power. An F-35 is under very little threat from so far away, especially with stealth. Another one of Elon Musk's tweets shows Elon Musk's thoughts about the program in general. It is revealed here that Elon Musk thinks the F-35 was designed to be too many things to too many people. He typed that it is a jack of all trades, master of none, meaning he believes that the F-35 is competent in many different aspects, but is not a master in any one particular area. This remark is somewhat true. The F-35 is slow compared to other modern fighter jets, and its RCS is not the smallest. Its VTOL capability is nothing original. It isn't the most maneuverable, and it doesn't have the fastest acceleration. But there is one thing that it is the best at: technology. It is called the most technologically advanced aircraft for a reason. Its multi-role capability and its advanced avionics is the reason why so many countries all around the world are ordering it, and why China is using the F-35 as the inspiration for their newest stealth aircraft, the J-35A. Elon Musk's emphasis on manned fighter jets and not fighter jets in general indicates that he actually supports the idea of unmanned fighter jets like the QF-16A and the AI-piloted X-62 Avista. However, the QF-16A is only used as a full-scale aerial target, not as an actual fighter jet. The X-62A Vista is still in development, and it only recently completed its first dogfight against a human pilot. An unmanned fighter jet would not risk the life of a pilot, and it would remove the G-forces that often cause planes to crash and pilots to die. Fighter jets are needed for warfare and power in general, so the idea of unmanned fighter jets does not sound bad at all. Current UAVs and UCAVs are very incapable of tasks that fighter jets can perform. For example, the MQ-9 Reaper costs $30 million per unit, and it can only travel up to 260 knots with a much smaller payload than the average fighter. Another example is an S-70 Okhotnik that had to be shot down most likely due to a malfunction. Pilots are much more reliable as of right now. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Aviation News. Feel free to recommend to me what you want me to cover in the next episode of Aviation News.